Hello, dear parent of the Leo child. How are you? I hope you're well. Welcome back. We're here to do the June reading for your little Leo. And, I have to say, this end of May here is a bit much with all the astrological influences going on. So don't forget to be gentle to your parent, with yourself, your parenting, all of that good stuff with your children, with the people in your life, because we have Saturn going here that just went retrograde in Aquarius, and it's going to be there for 4 months. And then we have this eclipse in Sagittarius opposing Gemini. And then we have Mercury in retrograde in Gemini with the North Node there, and with a couple of occasions that it'll be squaring Neptune. And all of this is the heavy energies are going to go mainly through July 7th and then continue. The rest will continue through end of October. But anyhow, the point of all this is that there's a lot going on. There are a lot of changes happening in households right now, a lot of reorganizing, restructuring. People are moving, people are separating. There's a lot going on. So just be gentle with yourself, dear parent, and just know that you're not in this alone, although it's going to feel like it with all those energies. And yeah, just have grace for yourself and others. Anyhow, enough of that. That's just a little bit of astrology. And yeah, let's see what's going on in June here for your little Leo. Okay, little Leo. Oh, little Leo. What's going on with little Leo? Sage of Swords. Okay, there is some conflict that your little Leo is experiencing in terms of communication. And whatever little Leo is experiencing here is causing some heartbreak. I feel strongly that he or she is being misunderstood. And it's causing sadness. And this could be caused by classmates, playmates, siblings, potentially even parents. Although it's rooted here by the Sage of Swords. So I think there's a bit of harshness of words that your little one has been experiencing from another. I'm not going to go as far as saying maybe for one or two, they could be experiencing a little bit of a maybe abusive, or I know that sounds really harsh and I hate to say it that way, but that's some of the energy I'm feeling here, that little Leo is experiencing the way someone is speaking to him or her in a very uncomfortable manner. Like there's a little bit of a heartbreak going on here. And of course, this is going to be different depending on the age of your child, right? So some of you could be, if it's an itty bitty one, it could just be that they have siblings that are speaking down to them and they feel it very, because the little Leos feel very strongly, right? And so there could be a sense here. I'm also picking up that potentially there are some little Leos who maybe have a teacher or an instructor, someone who's a bit different in how they communicate. Maybe it's a neighbor, maybe it's a new nanny, someone that potentially holds the sword very strictly. And the sword represents communication and very straightforwardness, right? And if these cards were flipped, we'd be having a little bit of a different conversation. But since the Three of Swords is on top and rooted by the Sage of Swords, I feel like it's coming up from another person. So this energy, these words and this tension is not hitting Leo, kindly and peacefully. There's a lack of peace here with conversations and the way people are speaking around them. Another thing that this can be, and this is going to only apply to very few of you, is if, let's say, for example, your child is now going into a grade level that is requiring him or her to use more vocabulary, to start writing, to start reading. There is a difficulty here of accessing that knowledge. Like they're having a difficult time accessing that and really feeling confident in their communication style. This can also be a different language. If some of you have traveled somewhere or have moved somewhere that requires your little one to speak a different language, there's a difficulty to access the mastering of this language or words or vocabularies or way of communicating. So it's going to play out a little differently for some. It's both scenarios. It could be that they're experiencing a difficulty in accessing communication and learning how to write and read properly, while while at the same time experiencing the harshness of either the teacher or the instructor, or maybe people saying things, or other kiddos, or potentially even you, dear parent, communicating in a way that's really harsh and does not make little Leo feel good here in June. So just be mindful of that. Sometimes we get busy, we're hurrying, we're stressed out, and we don't realize, right, how we speak to others. And it's not our intent, but it has impact. So, okay, let's move on to the conflict here. Like that wasn't conflict enough, right? But let's see what else we have here. This is potential conflict and challenge here. 6 of Cups, Diviner of Cups. Yeah. Okay. So we have 2 cups. So see, we have this enunciation. So we have 2 swords, 2 cups. So what this tells me is that your child is experiencing more harshness than emotional support. And the 6 of Cups is about feeling supported, nostalgic, maybe other kiddos and friends that they used to have that were really loving and sweet are no longer in the picture. And the elements that made them feel loved and secure and intuitive are not in the picture. There's a feeling here that this emotional access or this emotional fulfillment is stuck in the past and is not currently being accessed. So it could be that they're missing friends that used to be loving, or maybe a sibling has changed their tune and is no longer available to support. Or this could just be something that they are missing out in the household or from their teacher. But there's a sense here that they are not receiving the emotional love and care that they really need at this time. So this is really important to be mindful of, dear parents, because obviously it doesn't necessarily have to be from you. It can be some shift happening around them through their friends, their friendships, their instructors, their instruction, the new schools they're going to. This could be it can play out in so many different ways, right? And it's up to you to decipher or see if potentially Leo opens up about it. But the conflict here is that love and emotion is missing. It's kind of stuck in the past, or they feel like this love and affection or feeling of they're good enough is stuck with someone, or that someone else has that power from the past to give them that they're not able to access currently. Okay, so let's see what you can do about this, or how you can help your little one. Yeah, see, it's about communication. This is all about speaking up. This is about harshness. Queen of Swords is very similar to the Sage of Swords here. And Justice is very much on the same energy. So you have this is a very loud message, dear parent. This is something that, please don't ignore this, because this could potentially have some lasting effects on your little person here. So let's unfold this a little bit more. So the Queen of Swords, this is what your child needs from you. So you have the power to teach your child. If it is something they're struggling with in terms of learning, you can teach it. You can help your little one access that. But your little one's not speaking up about whatever this is. So there's a need here with this position for you to be the one to figure out a way to bring this information out and bring some balance and fairness. There's a need for you to step in and bring some justice. Some of you, there's someone not being really nice to Leo with their words. There's something here. Maybe there's a new instructor. Some of you maybe have your little one has a tutor. There's something, I don't know. Please communicate. Tell me in the comments. But you have the power to put an end to this. Both of these cards are very strong. They're very much about putting the machete and blocking someone and bringing fairness and justice to a situation. So it's almost like you have to step in and bring some justice for your little Leo. I just felt some of you got really mama bear and papa bear. Like I just felt you go, oh hell no. I just literally heard one of you say that. And it's really going to, because justice is about harmonizing a situation. So it's not just about experiencing harsh words. There's a situation with intellect or not absorbing information. And perhaps that's why they're being spoken to, and in whatever way they're being spoken to, because they're not getting something. There's a level of intellect they're not getting. And justice here is asking you, dear parent, to step in, bring your sword as your parent, and put an end to this. Finding out what's happening to little Leo, who's not speaking to them in a way that's fair and just, or who's not being just and fair in the way they're grading them or how they're teaching them. And you have the power here to step in. Little Leo's needs you here in June, dear parent, to step in, to be mama bear, papa bear. I don't know in what way it's going to play out differently for all of you, depending on the age of your child and your situations, but I'd be interested in knowing if you don't mind sharing. Yeah. So, again, more swords. This is harsh. This is feeling attacked. This is feeling like you can't get up from this treatment. You see this guy is like, he can't get up. He's like, he feels defeated. It's at the end of it though. This is the 10. So what this tells me and where it landed is that you have the ability to put an end to this. And the buck ends here with you. So you're the one who's going to put an end to whatever this is, whether it's firing a tutor who's not speaking to your little one kindly, speaking to your other siblings, the other siblings that are not speaking to him kindly, or sitting down with your little one and finding out what it is that he or she needs to learn that he or she is too embarrassed to admit or doesn't want to speak up. And if you have the ability to bring in this person from the past, or maybe it's you who has had this energy in the past of love and affection and making little Leo feel better about the situation, if you're able to do that, bring that person in or take him or her to visit whomever that is that makes them feel good and joyful and complete and valued. That's going to be very important for little Leo here in June. Okay, dear parent, I hope this was helpful, and I will see you back here in July. Take care, and please remember to subscribe. Thank you. Bye.